Okay. Uh, mm, okay. There we go. Um, or wait a little bit. Okay. And so I wait a little bit. Okay. Oh, okay. It doesn't show that, but okay. Neat. Okay. I'm going to be using Victoria because Sharp-Link sucks. It actually does suck between the two. Hi. Why does it not show up here? Okay, it's delayed for some reason. I have my Surface Pro with the chat, and for some reason on my desktop it doesn't show right away. And I do hear feedback right now. Should be this one. Now I shouldn't be hearing feedback, right? I don't use voice meter that much. I think that's right. Hopefully. Yeah, I think so. I think we're good. Okay. 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 So Victoria, from I've used it before, like a long time ago, maybe 2 years ago, I believe. I still hear the feedback. I still hear the feedback, and I'm upset. Um, should be. Is that better? Okay, that should be better. Okay, I'm not hearing any feedback. Okay, we should be good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. Hopefully, am I getting audio? Yes, I am. Okay. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, so I've used Victoria before, but it's been like a long time. And from what I remember, is that you have to have Lavalink, like a Lavalink server, and I think it was the reason why I was having so much problems before was because I was using the wrong Java version. Apparently, because I looked at it, the Java version for the Lavalink server, and apparently you need to have it works best with Java 13, and I think I was using Java 11, which it does claim there's some issues with it with Discord's TLS. Um, so I'm hoping this works better. I'm probably gonna be using a lot of Drax codes, like just a little bit here and there, because I have not done this in a long time. So I'm going to probably be going off of what he has right now. This is like his older code. I think this one, he updated it, but I remember this being, like this was like 3 years old, I believe. I'm going to also be referencing off of the Victoria's docs as well. because that's good. And they actually do have some nice stuff here, like quick start here and everything. I am going to be using Discord.net, which is lovely. I really do love Discord.net, and I'm using Writer. It's my IDE, and I'm just going to start now. Okay, Discord.net. And I'm just going to have it be called Kokoro for right now. I don't know why. There's two names I use for my bots. It's Panda 2.0 or Kokoro. I don't know why I do that. Do I need anything else? This doesn't look like I need that. Okay, so then I need Victoria. Okay. We're gonna make I'm gonna make a new directory. Let me know if the music is a little bit too loud. I had to mess a little bit with the settings earlier. Core. And I'm hoping this, like where I have my mic right now, is good. I'm hoping this is better than it was before. We're gonna call this be bot. I'm trying to think here. I need private. I need to be a private Discord socket client. And I'm gonna have this be client. Actually, do I want to get inside here? I don't really need to because I'm gonna have a service manager, so no, I don't need it. I need to also have a private command service, and this is going to be called command service. We're gonna make a whole like a static class, so then it's easier to do everything with that. So public bot. So client. Yeah, it's not okay. It does. Okay. I don't know why I have both chats open here and here. I need to figure this out eventually. So it's gonna be client. We need to initialize the client. There's a new Discord socket client, which needs a new Discord socket config. Which I'm gonna have log level be. I'm gonna have it be debug. And I'm gonna also have command service. It's going to be a new command service with the new command service config. Log level is going to also be debug. Case sensitive, I'm going to have that be true. So the difference between uppercase H and lowercase h for like a help command. Run mode, I'm needing that to be async. I'm going to also have it ignore extra arguments. So Discord.net has a problem where if there's extra arguments, it complains. So this just actually just removes that complaining. And then I can come over here and make a new directory, and we're gonna call this be managers. So we're gonna have multiple managers. Okay, and then we're gonna add here, it's gonna be a service manager. And this is gonna be a static class. So referencing it as a type instead of an instance. And we're going to have it be a public static service provider. Service. Actually, I want this to be private. Okay. And then I also need to have Microsoft Dependency. Hi. It's so weird having my phone camera right in front of me and looking at both sides. But hi. I need that. I need that for services so I can actually get the correct service because of how this works. It's really weird that you can't really get the service from the .get service. You actually have to use the .get required service. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know if any of you guys know why. If you do, can you explain that? Because I have no clue why they have two methods, and I don't know why it's like that. But I need to do public static void set set provider. I'm trying to think this. It should be a service collection. And then this is going to, it's actually look better if I did that. Then I can do is service equals collection dot build service provider. And I can do public static, and it's going to be generic type, so it's going to be T get service, and then we're going to have it be that, so it's generic type, and then we're going to have it be aware T is new, and I can say here is service.get required service T. There we go. And then I'm going to also do here is actually I can just make this be a getter. So I can do public static iService provider services, or I can say provider instead. I'm going to do a get here. Okay, and then there seems to be some problems here. That's because of this. So this should be provider now. Is it complaining because I don't have doesn't have the right permission? Okay, provider. Okay. You know what? I don't even need this right here. Okay, now I can be on Blues. Okay, there we go. Much better. Okay, we're good now. Okay. So we have that. And I can go to bot now. And then what I can do here is var collection is equals to a new service collection. Add singleton, so I'm going to put in the client and the command service, and then I also need to inject the Lava node and Lava config, I believe. I remember I have to do that. I have to do something with the services. It's right here. Add Lava node. What version would that be? This is version 5.3. What version am I? I think this is version... I think this might be version 5.1.3. Okay. But anyway, so I have to do that. Collection dot add singleton. We're going to do command service here. Collection dot add lava node. Okay, so I am 5.1.3. Okay, that's good. So I do not know exactly how this works, but we'll find out. Self def, so I'm assuming that's going to deafen the bot, and then I'm going to do service manager dot set provider, and then that will be collection. So now I have the collection to be global, and I can access this anywhere, and I don't have to actually initialize stuff, which is nice because before how I did it was I had initialized stuff in the constructor, but doing it this way I can actually just declare the variable, the class variable, and then actually assign it without having a constructor, which is shorter to do. I don't know why I explained that, but there we go. Now I need is a public async task, And then I need to do is main async. And then I do need a config manager. Okay, and then this is going to handle all config stuff, which is token and prefix basically. I'm going to have to cut here so I can do it because this is going to create the file for me where it needs to be, which is usually in the bin folder under debug, I believe, and then not net core app 3.1, something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head, even though I just worked with it like not too long ago. What am I spacing right here? Oh yeah, I needed to have a constructor, not constructor, struct. Should be public struct, and then this is going to be called bot config. Public string token get and then we're going to do a private set. String prefix get and private set. I want to do JSON properties. So JSON property is going to just make this be lowercase, so when it creates the file, and when it looks for reading it, it will look for all lowercase. Okay, and then what I need to do here is I'm going to do a private static string config folder. We're going to call this be resources. Private static string config file config.json static string config config path. It's going to be config folder and config file. And this is going to be a public static bot config. It's going to be a public get and a private set. I'll need to do that, and then I can now do is a static config manager. Now I need to check see if the config folder exists. So if not, I need to create it. So I need to do is if not directory dot exists config folder, then I'm going to create it. So I need to do directory dot create directory config folder else. I don't need to do an else here. I need to do an if. I need to check see if the file exists. So that's why I made a config path, is so I can so I don't have to keep writing config plus quotes slash plus config file. I can just say config path and it will reference that for me. So I can do file dot exists. So if it does not exist, and I want to check see if config path, so config file, if it exists or not. If not, and I need to check, and then I want to say if it does exist. So if it does not exist, then I want to do is config is equals to a new bot config. So that's going to make token and prefix be null, which later I can do a check for the token to make sure before it executes that it's not null or empty. And basically that allows it just create it and stop. And then I can go and put my credentials in, basically. Now what I can do is if var JSON equals JSON convert dot I need to serialize object, and it's going to be config, because I spelled something wrong here. Okay, then I can do file dot write all text. If I can write all text, and it's going to be config path, and it's going to be JSON. And I forgot to do one more thing here. I wanted to do some formatting, so I need to do format.indent, because if I don't do that, it's going to be all in one line like always. Okay, now that's done. Now I'm just going to say if it does exist, I want to read it. So it's going to be var JSON is equals to file.read all text. And it's going to be config path. Then I can use config is equals to JSON convert dot deserialize object. Type is going to be config, and it's going to be JSON. So now I have that. So that's going to create the file. So it creates the folder if it does not exist, creates the file if it doesn't exist, then puts in the information in, and it has token prefix be null. And then if it does exist, the file, then we're going to read the file, and we're going to pass token, the lowercase token, as token, and put in the value of it as assign it to the variable token. Same thing with the prefix, we're going to do that. So this is actually it's a complicated way in a way, but it still makes it pretty easy to do. So now what I can do is if string dot is null or white space, and then I can do here is config manager dot config dot token. And that's going to check to see if it's null or white space. If it is, it's going to return true. So in this case, we want to make sure it does not execute, so it's going to return. And that means that it's created the file now, and there's nothing in it. Okay. Now I can do is await client dot login async. Token type is going to be bot, and then we're going to do config manager dot config dot token. And then I need to do await client dot start async. I also need to put in await task dot delay. I have to do here is -1. The reason I have to have that there is because technically once after the await client dot start async, once that executes, it's going to exit out because that's what it's supposed to do. It's actually supposed to be done after that, but we don't want it, so we have to actually delay it, and we have to put -1, which makes sure that it continues infinitely. So it's kind of like a workaround, I would assume. I don't know. But anyways, now I can come over here and change this. Okay. A new bot dot main async dot get awaiter dot get result, because you can't have a task, or you can't have the main method or a static method or a constructor also can't be async. It's only sync, so I have to do that. Okay. I'm gonna run it real quick. It should stop here. Okay, and then I can go to solution here, file. Should be in bin, resources. Okay, so it's right here. I'm gonna make the prefix. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I don't know why you had to ask me that, but I'm gonna have it be like that. And then I'm going to I'm going to put up a screen real quick so I can put my token in. So give me a second. Okay, now I put that in. Let me put this back in solution, and then I can rerun it now, and it should be fine. We're gonna open that real quick to quickly come over here. Let's see here. Okay, so it's online now, so that's good. Okay, that's good. Okay. So I got that part down. Now I need to add the events, command handler, and then I have to do the audio manager. So I'm going to first do the command manager because that's like the easiest one to do. It's also going to be a static. Most of the managers are going to make static because it's just easier doing it that way. And then I can do private static command service. Command service. It's equals to service manager dot get service, and then I can do command service. There we go. And then I can do public async or static async task, and then load commands async, and then basically I can just do command. Actually, I need to wait it, so I need to wait command service dot add modules, and then that's gonna be assembly dot get entry assembly. So it's gonna get based off of, I think, the root directory, I believe what it's going to do. And then from there I can do is service manager dot provider. Okay, then that's it. That's all I need to do here. What I'm going to do is a for each, so I'm going to have the for each tell me what commands was loaded. So now I can do command service dot commands command. I don't need braces here because I like doing 2-line here. Console dot write line. So write, not line. Okay. Need to do the dollar notation because that's how we inject objects into a string. Command, and it's going to be command dot name was loaded. Okay. So there we go. I don't feel like I need to add the log, the subscribers for the command service here. Don't feel like that's necessary, to be honest. But anyway, so I do wait, and I can do command manager dot load commands async. Now I can do is the event manager. This is also going to be static. And I can do is a private static Discord socket client. And we're going to do client here. It's going to equals a service manager dot get service. And it's going to be Discord socket client. Private static command service. It's going to be command service is equals to service manager dot get service. It's going to be command service. Public static not async because I don't need it to be async. I'm just going to it's going to just be a task, and it's going to be load commands. So that if I do that, that means I need to return a task, a complete task, because async task technically is a void, it's a void type, so it doesn't need to return anything, whereas task by itself is a return type. Okay, so from there now I can do is client. I'm going to add the subscriber for the log on the client. So I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to just do that. And that also needs to be a return task.complete task. Console.write line. And then I'm going to do here is I think I can do date time dot now. And then we're going to do /t for tab. Then we're going to do is message dot source tab again, and it's going to be message dot message. Okay, there we go. Actually, I do feel like I need to do it, but I can just for the command service, I can just do that in here. It'd be easier. I'm just going to copy this because they're basically the same thing. Now I'm going to use the client.ready. And we're going to create the method. I'm going to call this be on ready. Then this is going to be async. Then I can use console.writeLine. Oops. Okay, so this is going to be date time.now. And the source is going to be ready /t. And then I'm going to do is client or bot is ready. And then I can do here is await client dot set status, and I'm going to just keep it be online. I usually like just putting this here just in case if I need to change it later on. Client dot set should be game activity on discord.net. It's weird. It's a little bit more difficult than doing it with game. And then I can do here is prefix. It's going to be config manager.config.prefix. Okay, there we go. I can actually change the type. Actually, so this should be null, and then I can do type here. Activity type, actually. It's just going to be listening here. Okay, there we go. Now I need to do is the client dot message received. We're going to create a method for that on message received. And this should be async task. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I need to use a var message is equals to arg as socket user message. Then I need a var context is equals to a new socket command context. And this is going to have client, and it's going to also have the message in here. Now I need to do is if message dot should be user, nope, author dot is bot, so it's going to check to see if it's a bot, or message dot channel, so the type is if it is IDM channel, then we want to return. I don't want to deal with that right now. Okay, so I did that. So now I need to do an int arg pos is equals to 0, so I can refer it or reference it basically. Now I don't need to have it in here. I can just have var here. Then I need check C's if, and I need to do not here parentheses because there's going to be two of them. We're going to check for string prefix and message mention prefix. So what I'm going to do here first is the string prefix. So message dot has string prefix, and it's going to be config manager dot config dot prefix, and then we're going to refer to arg pos or message dot has mention prefix, and it's going to be the client dot current user, and we're going to refer arg pos return. I do know that I'm missing one, parentheses there we go. Okay, now I can do var result. It's going to equals a it's going to be await command service dot execute context arg pos and service manager dot provider, and then I need to do some error handling. So if result is not, result dot is successful, so if it's not, then we're going to assume there's an error. If result, or actually I don't need a not there because I want to check to see if it is, result dot error is equals to command dot error unknown command, then I'm just going to return. I don't need to do any more error handling here. That's the only one that I know that's probably going to be present, because the other ones will be fine because I have the ignore extra argument problem. Okay, so I did that. So now I can go back to here and I can load those in. So I can do wait event manager dot load commands. I don't think I do need a wait here. I might. I don't remember. I'm just gonna leave that there. And now I can do the audio. So audio manager. Okay, here's the fun part. Okay, let's see here. That is not what I want, so I'm going to have to use Drax's code a little bit to see what he did. So he did private read only lava node. So that's coming from the command service, right? No, because it's sealed. Where's this coming from? Probably from here. Private read only. Okay, so required. Okay, so there's that. So bot service maybe. No. Program.cs. Nope. It's initializing the Discord service. Okay, and it's coming from here. Initialize async. Subscribe Discord events. Ready async. Right here. So ready async. He does await lava node.connect. Okay. So I'm going to do the same. Okay, so I need to do here's a try catch. So I'm going to do try. Ooh, but I do need to have it in here. So private static lava node is equals to service manager dot get service lava node. What is it complaining about? Must be a public parameter list in order to use it as a parameter. What? Okay, interesting. I think I had to do it the other way around then. Might have to do .get provider .get required service lava node. It looks like I did it that way, which is fine. That's why I made it be public in the first place. Now I can do lava node dot, what is it, connect, right? Yeah, connect async. And I need to do a catch here, so I'm going to do catch exception, and then we're going to call EX. And I'm just going to do is a throw a new exception EX, or I can just do EX here, right? No, I just do throw EX. There we go. Okay, so I did that. It looks like he added lava config, but this is an older version from what I remember. Models. There's audio models. Service. I want Lavalink audio. Okay. So we did that. So I did all of that now. So I can go back to here. Okay. So from here, I need to do is a private read only lava node. It's going to be a service manager dot get, or actually you have to do private, or not private, provider dot get required service. It's going to be lava node. Okay, public, I don't need to do that. Public async, I can make this be static, it looks like. What is it complaining about? It's probably talking about does not match the rules. Okay, yeah, I see. That's fine. Okay, so the first thing is going to be here. I do know that there's a event here that I need to do first. So that is going to be right here. So public async task. Okay, then track ended, and this does need to be a static. track ended, or if track. Wait. This is using something from here. Victoria dot event args. Ended event args. Okay, there we go. Args. Okay. So we did that. So now I need to do is an if args dot reason dot should play next. Then we're just gonna return here if args dot player dot queue dot try dq. Then we do an out var queueable. Okay. If not queueable, queueable is the type of lava track, and it's gonna be a track. Await args dot player dot text channel dot send message async. Next item in the queue is not a track. Then I'm going to return here because that's how this works. And then now we do is an await args dot player dot play async track. Then I can do next is await args dot player dot text channel dot send message async. I'm just going to do a simple one. I'm not going to make an embed really. If I have time like a little bit later in the stream, I will, but for right now I'm not. So I'm going to say now playing, and it's going to be just going to follow a little bit of his formatting. Track dot title, and that's going to be in the description, looks like, because he's using markdown. Looks like, yeah, that looks like it's markdown. So I'm just going to do this. Track dot title, and then we do this. Track dot author. Then we do that. Okay, so we do that. Now we should be good. Okay, so we did that. So I did the event now. I don't remember if this is subscribing. I think it should be subscribing to it, from what I remember. Is it subscribing? It doesn't look like it is. Okay. Public async task. It's returning an embed, which is fine. I'm going to do that as well. Join async I guild I voice state voice state I text channel. That's fine if I say channel here. Okay, let's see here. Var embed. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do a string. I'm going to be a rebel. And there we go. I'm a rebel now. Okay, so if lava node dot has player guild, then I'm going to return I'm already connected to a voice channel, or I can just say VC here. If voice state now dot voice channel is null, return you must be connected to a voice channel. And I can just shorten that down to be VC. And then now I can do a try catch here. It's going to looking like the type is going to be exception ex return error, and I can do that, and then we're going to do ex dot message. Okay. Now we do await lava node dot join async voice state dot voice channel text channel, or I just do channel here. There we go. So now we have a join here, but there is a problem here. It's going to complain because we need a return. Joined a joined it, and it's going to be voice state dot voice channel dot name. Okay, there we go. What's it complaining about? It's just it needs to be static here. Now we do public static async task. String play async. Okay. Socket guild user. It's going to be called user. I guild. It's going to be guild. And string query, which is going to be the YouTube video that they want. Okay. So if user.voicechannel is null, return you must join a voice channel or VC. Then we do is an if lava node dot has player guild. I'm not connected to a VC, or I can say to the VC. And this should be a not statement. Try. It's going to be a catch here. What's the catch going to be? The catch is going to be an exception ex return, and then it's going to be error ex. Why is it like that? I don't know why I did that. There. Okay, we're good. Okay. Dot message. Okay, there we go. Now we go back to here. We watch. Okay, so if user.voicechannel is null, or I already did that. Why am I doing that again? Var player is equals to lava node.getPlayer guild. So I want to get the audio player looks like lava track. We create the variable but not initializing it. It looks like var search is equals to URI dot is well formatted string. Okay, query URL kind the absolute. We're gonna do conditional here. Looks like await lava node dot search async query, or await lava node dot search YouTube async query. Okay, if search dot load status is equals to load status dot no matches, then we're going to return a string, and it's going to be I couldn't find anything with anything for query. track is equals to search dot tracks dot first or default. Then we do here is an if player dot track is not equals to null, and player dot player state dot is player state dot playing, or I think that's going to be pause maybe. Yeah, it's pause. Thought so. Or player dots player state is player state dot paused. Player dot q dot enq track awaits. I don't need to do that. It's for his console.write line, and then this is going to be date time.now, and then tab. Then we're going to do source. This is going to be audio, and then what we're going to do is track was added to queue, and then we also going to do is a return. Then we do track dot title has been added to queue. Okay, so we did that. Now we're gonna say what if it isn't? Then we just gonna play it. So player dot play async. It's gonna be track. Okay. Then we're gonna just return, and then we're going to say now playing track dot title. Okay, and we can also say console dot write line now playing track dot title. Okay, there we go. Got all of that done. So we have that. Next command is going to be the leave command, it looks like. So public async task string. This also needs to be a static. Leave async. And it's going to be an iGuild. iGuild. It's going to be called guild. Okay, so now we need to do a try catch here. Okay, then it's going to be a invalid operation. So invalid operation. Exception ex. Okay. Then we're going to do var player is equals to lava node dot get player guild if player dot player state is player state dot playing. Then we're going to do is await player dot stop async, and then we're going to do is await lava node dot leave async player dot voice channel. Then we're going to do is console.write line, and we're going to do date time.now tab audio tab, and then we're going to do is bot has left a voice channel or a VC. And then we're going to do is a return statement. So we're going to return I have left the voice channel or VC. And then right here we're going to do return error, and then we're going to do ex. Stop doing ext. Stop. Okay. Dot message. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do some commands. So we're going to do directory commands. Then we're going to add a music command class. Okay. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to make it extend the module base. And it's going to take a generic type of socket command context. Okay. We're going to change the name, so the name is going to be music. So if I ever were to make it a help command, instead of showing music commands, it would just be showing music. Okay, now I need to do command. And I'm going to do join here. Then I'm going to do summary. And makes the bot join the VC that you are in. Now what I can do is a public async task join command, and then I can do this, and I can do audio manager. Actually, I need to await here, so await audio manager dot join async. And what is it saying? So I need to do is a context dot guild context dot user dot voice. No, it should be guild dot. Let's see how he did it. There's a certain way you have to do it. Models, audio manager. How do you do it? Socket user as, okay, I see. User as iVoice state. And what type? Okay, and then you have context dot channel as a socket or iText channel. Okay. Command play summary plays a video from YouTube. Okay, public async task play command, and then it needs to be a remainder. So that means it's going to append everything into one, so we don't have a string array. String search. Then we're going to do a wait. Actually, I need first do here is it needs to be await context dot channel dot send message async. There we go. And I need to do the same here. Context dot channel dot send message async. Await audio manager dot play async. Context. What was it that I need? It needs to be user. So context dot user as a socket. Guild user. Then context dot guild and query. And we need to do is next to leave, and I'm going to be done for today and such. And I'll probably do this again another time, but of course I need to test it. Leave summary leaves the voice channel or the VC. Public async task leave command. Wait context dot channel dot send message async. Await audio manager dot leave async. It's going to be context dot guild. Okay, so we did that. Okay, and there's problems. What's the problem? Query does not exist. That should be searched then. There we go. So we do that. We're going to stop and rerun. I have this and I need to run this. Did it say it joined? It doesn't say it over here, I don't think. I think everything's fine. Let's see here. Let me first turn off this music. We're gonna need this. So I don't remember if it needs URL or if it's just a name or like the query search. I do not remember. I will not lie. I don't remember. I haven't done this in a long time. But anyway, so I can do K join, and I'm going to join a voice channel. Problems. Because you guys can't hear it. Should be right here and right here. Okay. So if I do K join, I still not getting audio. How come am I not getting any audio here? Anyway, so I'm going to do K play. Okay, there we go. We are getting audio, and it's working. Perfect. Now, if I were to do K leave and left, and if I do K join, shouldn't play. Okay. K play, I'm going to do that again. So it's working. Okay. Perfect. I mean, I can continue doing more if I really want to. Let's just do it for funds of it. Okay, we're gonna clear that real quick. And then we're gonna stop playing that. I know, yeah, I can do volume. I was gonna do that. So, right now I'm just doing what programmers do. Looks at someone else's code and starts copying and pasting it in. Control C and Control V here. That's what I do right now. Okay. It's not too bad. So public async task string. And we're going to do set volume. Async. This does need to be a static class because it's inside a, not static class, a static method because it is in a static class. Okay, now I can do a guild. I guild int volume. Okay, then we're going to do is volume. So if volume is over 50 or volume is equals to or less than 0, then what we're going to do is we're going to return a message, well, a string, which is going to be sent later on in the command. It's going to say volume can only be between 1 and 150, not 115, 150. Okay, now we're going to do a try here, try catch. We're going to do catch here, exception, EX. My music stopped playing. Oh no, it's supposed to do that. Okay, we're good. Almost started to panic right there. Then we're going to return ex.message. Var player is equals to lavanode.getPlayer guild await player.update volume async needs to be a ushort, which is a int or uint 16. So it's unsigned, so it can only be positive, it can never be negative. Okay, then we're going to use a console.writeLine. And then we're going to say here is, well, we need to do the format first, so it's going to be date time.now tab audio tab, and then we're going to do here is bot volume was set to volume. Okay, then we're just going to return volume has been set to volume. Okay, so we did that. Now I can go back to the commands here. Then we do a public. Well, first we need to do the command. It's going to be volume. I'm also going to have the alias, and then we're just going to call it vol. Then we're going to have there be a summary, not summary attribute, but summary. And it's going to be able to, so changes the bot's audio volume. Public async task, and then it's going to be volume command. And this does need a parameter, so it's going to be an int volume. And we're going to do is await context dot channel dot send message async await audio player dot set volume async volume. What is it complaining about? Has two parameters. Oh, of course, it needs to be a context dot guild like always. There we go. Now we play here, or not play, but we do that. Okay. Here we go. Stop my music again. Copy that. So what we're going to do now is kjoin, but first need, well, let me test see if this will work. Okay, kjoin, I'm going to join the voice channel now. Okay, kjoin, going to kplay now. That's going to throw errors, right? Okay, kvol, and I'm going to make it be with 250 here. What? 50. That was weird. I don't know if any of you guys heard that, but that was weird. Okay, what about 100? Well, there's some difference there. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Why did I do that? Let's do that. There we go. So 150, it's gonna be blaring. Yep. So we're gonna have it be like that. That's good. Okay. We're gonna have it do k leave. Okay, there we go. Put this music back up. Okay. Let's see, now I have to do the pause and resume, but I feel like I'm going to make it be a toggle, because that is easier to do then. So what I'm going to do here is public async, not right here, this is the music commands. I want to be an audio manager, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it up here. We're going to do public static async task string. It's going to be toggle pause. async. And I need guild. Okay. So I need to do is here is a try catch, and this is going to be a invalid operation exception ex. Okay, and then we're just going to return it now, ex message. Okay, there we go. Now what I need to do here is a var player is equals to lavanode.get player guild. Okay, so now what I need to do is check to see if it's playing or if it's paused. So it's easier to check to see if, well, I need to check to see what other player status, because I do believe I need some type of error handling here if I'm going to do it toggle. Let's see here. Player.state, not stop, but state. Player state is player state. Okay, so I need to check. No, it doesn't seem like it. So I just need to check see. So if it's not playing here, then and if it's not playing and well, if it's not okay, so if it's not playing, then we want to resume. But I need to check C here. So and player dot how do I check to see if there's something in the first track? Let's see here. Okay, so right here. So if player state is not playing, okay, so player.track is not null. Okay. So if player.track is not, it's not equals to null, so it's not null. Okay. Or actually, I do want to check to see if it is null first, because then I can error handle that. It would be easier to error handle it. Oh wait, and I'm wearing, no wait, I want to return. There is nothing playing currently. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now I need to just check. So if not player dot player state is player state dot playing, then we're going to do is an await player dot resume async, and then we're going to just return, and we're going to say what we'll say is sure, let's just quickly do this. Control C, Control V. Okay. And then I'm just going to do an else if, even though I don't really need that there, but I'm just going to do it because why not? Or, yeah, and it is player state. No, I don't need it really. I can just do an else here. Actually, technically, this would be already an else because there's a return and not if, so. So we will just do await player dot pause, not play, but pause async, return shh, no one needs to know this. What? Yeah, okay. So we have that. So we have a toggle basically. So now what we can do here is we can just do here is a public async, not that, but we can do is a command volume, not volume. I want to do pause, and then I'm also going to do is an alias. And I'm going to make it to be resume. Okay, pauses slash resumes. resume the music player. And we do public async task, pause command. Nope, we don't need to do that. I'm just going to do this. It's going to be await context dot channel dot send message async await audio manager dot toggle pause async, and it's going to be a context dot guild. There we go. So I'm going to run this. Going to run the jar file. I'm going to pause my music real quick. Okay. I do need to go and copy this real quick. Okay. Okay. Bring this over here. Now I can do K join. K play. We're going to do a pause here. Pause. I can also do pause here. Resumes. Resume. It's a weird system, but it works for what it needs to do. There's some buffer there. I heard that. So K leave. Okay. Okay. I'm going to clear this real quick. I think I'm just going to do one more command, which is going to be the stop command, and then another time I'll just do the queue. But we do have a stop command in this. No, I'm going to have to do it off my head. And no, I don't care. I'm just going to be done now. Okay, I'm going to be done. Yep, I'm going to be done. As I realized, I do believe nope, I did not. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to be done now. You guys got to see me complaining. Well, I didn't really complain, but yeah. So, yeah.